Everything you said we already knew, more or less.
Well, here's some.
Hello guys, it's me Frida and I'm back for a new video. We're just gonna sit down and talk about veganism and about love because all you need is love. Cheers. Just gonna be like me chatting, talking to you guys about my veganism, like hey, my tips and tricks and other shit. Hello guys, I'm Frida, Sophia, and I've been vegan for 8 months now and it's going great, I think. I'm just kidding. It's going great. It's kind of crazy because I didn't think I was gonna last. No one thought I was gonna last, like not even my family. I'm still alive. Here you go. Here's proof that a vegan could survive in this world without meat. Oh my god, that's so crazy. It hasn't been like the best decision of my life, but it's one of those like decisions that I don't regret. And I'm living and healthy and alive. No background of like veganism in my family. Like we're all meat, cheese, chicken, seafood lovers. I grew up in a family like meat is kind of a big part of like your diet, but like we also have the essential like beans, rice, and rice. Is that all? Before I was vegan, like I was a big cheese lover and my favorite food used to be hamburgers and I love sushi. And cheese was like my main love. And like what made it easier for me was like I've like throughout my whole life I've kind of been like interested in like my health, and not interested but like conscious of my health and what I do, you know. So my transition first started, I was pescatarian for a while, then I went on to vegetarian. I never really liked meat, to be honest with you, just like hamburgers, but I never those were like rare when I used to eat them, like. And then I finally made the decision of going vegan, and that's how it all started. So the main reason why I transitioned into a vegan diet was ethical, environment, and my health. Top two definitely have to be environmental because I mean I'm a true hippie at heart and I just love the earth, the animals, and my health. Like I said, I've always been like very conscious of what I put inside my body. The way vegans become vegan is they watch like documentaries, Earthlings, or like 100 Reasons to Go Vegan, and all these documentaries that are online and that are super great, but I didn't watch those until like 2 months after I became vegan, which is kind of crazy. Like every vegan I talk to or like know about, like they're like, oh yes, like I watched a documentary and it made me like cry my eyes out and I like turned vegan afterwards, and I'm like, whoa. And I was kind of thinking veganism since the start of 2016. Watch my shit to do in 2016 video. I like mentioned like I wanted to become vegan. Like it was like a decision that I've been like contemplating in my mind for a while. It's like a whole story of like what the hell I was going through in my life at that time, and I was kind of like questioning, like at the time I was questioning like my relationship, and I was like, whoa, like what am I doing, like what am I doing with my life, you know, what am I doing with this person, and why am I here, and like why are circle pizzas and square boxes, like I was kind of questioning the universe. Like do you ever have those moments where you're like, whoa, like what, like, you know, why am I on this planet, like how does the earth rotate, like what, you know? Am I the only one that has gone through that? But I was like on a weird trip of like eye-opening, craziness, just some crazy shit up in my brain. One of the questions I did was like, well, like what am I putting in my body, how did this get here, like whoa, like we kill animals and then we eat them and then they cause harm to our own bodies and we're not even realizing it. Like I was kind of like, whoa, like why are we doing this, you know? That's kind of what I went through. And then I was like, yep, veganism, go at it. Veganism, new life, new me. Yeah, I had been transitioning for like 6 months prior of becoming vegan. Like I would try veganism for like a day, I would be vegan for a day, and like I switch it up to being vegan three days in a week, and then vegetarian, and then back to eating meat, and then like I would go back and forth, you know, just trying to like test it out and see. It wasn't until June when I finally made the decision of like, hey, like you thought about this, you went through this weird ass trip that you don't even know what it was. I told my parents and they're like, whoa, like are you sure, like we've been eating meat since the beginning of time and you're gonna get sick and this and that. Once it hit that 1 week mark, I became so sick. I don't know what was going on with my body. I was doing this cleanse at the time, so I was not eating meat. You know, I was a vegan. I was doing this cleanse. My body, you know when you're sick and like anything that touches your body, it like hurts. Like even your clothes, like they like weigh on you and like it hurts so much. Like, does that make any sense? Am I the only one that goes through that? Probably not, but like I was like a grandma that was like weak and couldn't get up. So that's what I went through, and I was like, whoa, like, am I sure I want to be vegan? Like, why is this happening to me? And like my parents knew, and they're like, you see, this is why you can't be vegan. And like, you know, and I was like, I'm gonna wait it out, you know. I may die tomorrow, but like, hey, like my body was cleansing itself, like it was getting everything out. Like that's why I was like so sick and couldn't eat. And like I started breaking out all over like my forehead. Like this is a place where I break out the most. Like they weren't like breakouts, but they were like little bumps, you know. Everything was like flushing out of my body, like everything, like all the bad stuff. And then I was vegan. I was healthy, I was feeling alive and experimenting in the kitchen, and like I felt like a scientist. Like veganism is mind-blowing, like all the recipes, like whoa. So benefits that I've noticed is weight loss. One of them is weight loss, and I definitely lost a lot of weight when I became vegan. But like eating all the vegan junk food and like all the carbs, and like vegans, don't be afraid of carbs. Carbs are good. Like that's where we get most of our like carbohydrates and most of our like protein and like different things, you know. Don't be afraid of carbs. You're not eating any of the animal fat, all those calories, so like you're definitely gonna lose weight if you become vegan. Your digestion is so good. Like I had a terrible immune system, terrible digestive system. So veganism, like your digestive system improves, like everything flushes out like it's supposed to. The restroom is so speedy. Like, yeah, you just feel lighter. Like you go to the restroom perfectly, like you go 50,000 times a day. It's great. My immune system, like I said, I used to get sick like 3 times a month. I think being vegan is like has improved my immune system because I haven't gotten sick. And like I slam it to my parents' face, like, you see, I haven't been sick. Like veganism, hey, verified V. My period, and this is different from all the other vegans out there. I kind of lost my period for a while. Too much information, sorry about that. But I lost my period for a while. Like it just ran away from me. It only lasts like 3 days or 4 days. It never lasts like a week like it used to. So that's amazing. And just like your whole area down there is so much better. Like, sorry if I'm like being too personal. I'm an open book on YouTube. And it's different from everyone, you know. Everyone has a different body and then their own personal flower down here. I don't get breakouts a lot. Dairy is one of the main reasons why we humans get breakouts, because the milk is not meant for us. My energy, like I feel like being vegan, like you feel so lightweight, like you just feel like free. It's probably why I don't wear bras anymore. You just feel good, you know, much more happier, if that doesn't make sense. Like I'm not saying that I was depressed like all the time. I'm like more like open, but I eat a lot more than I used to when I wasn't vegan. You know, when you're eating meat and like cheese, you know, you get full and like it like weighs you down. Like all that food weighs you down, you know, when you're like at Thanksgiving or like Christmas and you know you have a feast with your family and everyone's like taking a nap after they eat, or like they're in food comas and you know all these different things. Like I don't get that, because like, you know, vegan food is more lighter, it has more fiber, it gives you energy, so you just feel light and you can eat everything, you know? I'm more humble and like I don't have guilt, and I'm like more grateful, you know. Yeah, I'm much more humble. Like I feel, I'm not gonna say like, oh yes, I feel like a better person and I am a better person because I'm vegan. Like no, I'm not. I'm making somewhat of an impact on like the environment and like the animals and my health. I'm more grateful for what I have. Like I'm not saying I wasn't grateful back then, but like you feel grateful for like if you find something. You know, we can't eat a lot of foods, you know, because we're very restrictive on our diet. I'm more like a chill vegan who like, I have like no one that I know is vegan. Like, I have no vegan friends. Like, all my friends are meat eaters, cheese lovers, you know. So I'm not like pushing down their throats like, become vegan. Like, you could ask any of them and they're gonna be like, yeah, no. And this guy was like, whoa, you're vegan? Like, and you didn't tell me? Like, you didn't tell the whole world that? Like, what? Like, aren't you guys supposed to like announce, like, make a huge announcement about your veganism? And I'm like, no, that's like a stereotype, but thanks. But yeah, I don't go around telling people I'm vegan. I don't go around and publicize my lifestyle because I want to make you feel like a bad person. Like, I'm not that kind of person. I'm definitely like a chill vegan. Shout out to a chill vegan on YouTube. She's awesome. Go check her out. If I accidentally eat something that, oops, has milk in it, like has a little bit of egg, like I'm not like, oh my god, it's the end of the world. Like, I don't really care. Like, it's a mistake. Everyone makes mistakes. If you are upset by this, fight me. Oops, oh well. My diet is very restrictive. Like, I can't eat egg or milk or, you know, gelatin. I can't eat Jello. Like, it's so restrictive. So now I'm like grateful for like what I make and what I eat and like vegan restaurants. Like, if I find a vegan restaurant and it has like vegan hamburger, you know, it's like, I'm so grateful for this food. Like, I'm grateful for vegan food. I get so excited about food now because options are very limited and like there's not a lot of like vegan donut shops. Like, you find a donut like anywhere, the gas station, the grocery store, you know. I have to like go out of my way to get those things. So I'm like grateful for that, you know. It's not like I go to the store and be like, I'm grateful for vegetables and beans. Like, beans, oh my god, like, yes, beans. Rice, beans and rice, you know. I'm not like that. We limit our carbon footprint, you know. We're not putting so much, our lifestyle isn't putting so much carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. If you do your research, like, most of the food, like, that we're eating in this society, like, America is a huge meat eating, like, country. This country is the most high in, like, cancer and heart disease and like all these different diseases. Like, if you do your research, it comes from animals. And I'm not like, if you want to believe this, you can. I'm not here to tell you what to believe because that's not my job. My job is to help inspire whoever wants to be vegan and like wants to know like my own story. So yeah, like, look more into it if you're interested. Like, try being vegan for a day. Try it for like maybe breakfast, just breakfast, or maybe just dinner, you know. See what you could do to like help save the environment, the animals, and save your own human body from decaying early on in your life. But yeah, I'm not here to push anything down your throats. I am a chill vegan who accepts whatever you believe in. Like, we could all believe what we want to believe. But yeah, this has been my 8 months of being vegan, and it's going great. I'm talking a lot with my hands. I don't know. I think I should be a conductor or something. And I'm grateful for food and nutritional yeast and sriracha and beans and rice and all the food out there. Eat your greens. Stay hydrated. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later. Peace out.